Hey there, science fans! Today we're diving into the fascinating world of physiology, which is basically the study of how living things tick. Think of your body like a super complex machine. Physiology helps us understand all the amazing processes happening inside, from breathing to digesting your food to even thinking. Why is this important, you ask? Well, understanding how our bodies work is key to keeping them healthy. It helps doctors diagnose diseases, develop new treatments, and even figure out ways to prevent illnesses in the first place. Pretty cool, huh? Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty and explore the fundamental unit of life. The cell. Buckle up, science explorers, because things are about to get microscopic. So, we know that physiology is all about how our bodies work. It's the science that explains the mechanisms behind every heartbeat, every breath, and every thought. But where does all the action actually happen? Where do these incredible processes take place? You guessed it, inside our cells. These tiny units are the real powerhouses of life. Cells are the tiny building blocks that make up every single living thing, kind of like bricks in a giant, well, you. They are the foundation of all biological structures. Now, Chapter 2 of our physiology adventure takes us deep into the inner workings of these microscopic marvels. We'll explore the intricate details that make cells so fascinating. We're talking about the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, and all the cool organelles inside that keep things running smoothly. Each part plays a crucial role in maintaining life. Think of a cell like a bustling city. It's a hive of activity with each component working in harmony. It has a border, the cell membrane, that controls what goes in and out, ensuring the right materials enter and waste products leave. Bustling streets, the cytoplasm, where molecules zoom around, transporting nutrients, signals, and other essential items. And specialized buildings, organelles that each have a specific job to do. These organelles are like the factories, power plants, and recycling centers of the cell. Understanding how these different parts work together is like getting a behind-the-scenes look at the most amazing factory ever. It's a complex yet beautifully coordinated system. Ready to meet the workers? Let's go! We'll dive into the roles of each organelle and see how they contribute to the cell's overall function. Hold on to your lab coats because we're about to unlock the secrets of proteins, the real MVPs of the cell. These complex molecules are like tiny machines that carry out all sorts of vital tasks, from transporting molecules to fighting off invaders. Proteins are made up of building blocks called amino acids, linked together like beads on a string. The specific sequence of these amino acids determines the protein's unique three-dimensional shape and function. Imagine a protein as a key and a specific molecule it interacts with as a lock. Only the right key, protein, will fit into the right lock, molecule, allowing for precise interactions within the cell. From enzymes that speed up chemical reactions to antibodies that fight off infections, proteins are involved in practically every aspect of cellular life. They're the ultimate multitaskers, ensuring that everything runs smoothly within our cells. Now you might be wondering how all these molecules and proteins get to where they need to be inside the cell. It's a fascinating process that involves a lot of intricate mechanisms working together seamlessly. Well, get ready for some cellular logistics. The cell is like a bustling city, with various transportation methods ensuring everything gets to its proper place. Cells have developed some pretty ingenious ways to transport molecules, kind of like a microscopic delivery service. These methods are crucial for the cell's survival and function. One way is through diffusion, where molecules move from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration, like spreading out to find more space. This process doesn't require any energy, making it a passive form of transport. Think of it like opening a bottle of perfume. The scent molecules diffuse through the air, eventually reaching your nose. This is a perfect example of how diffusion works in our everyday lives. Another method is active transport, which requires energy to move molecules against their concentration gradient, like swimming upstream. This process is vital for maintaining the cell's internal environment. Imagine a pump pushing water uphill. That's active transport in action. It's an energy-intensive process, but essential for the cell's function. These transportation systems are essential for maintaining the cell's balance, ensuring that nutrients get in and waste products get out. Without these systems, cells wouldn't be able to sustain themselves. It's a well-coordinated dance of molecules, all happening at a scale we can barely fathom. The precision and efficiency of these processes are truly remarkable, showcasing the complexity and beauty of cellular life. Section 5. Powering up. The fuel of life, also known as ATP or adenosine triphosphate, is a molecule that plays a crucial role in the energy management of cells. Just like any machine, cells need energy to do their jobs. Without energy, cells would be unable to perform essential functions like growth, repair, and maintenance. And the primary energy currency of the cell is a molecule called ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. This molecule is vital for storing and transferring energy within cells. Think of ATP as the cell's very own rechargeable battery, storing energy and releasing it when needed. This energy release is what powers various cellular activities. Cells generate ATP through a process called cellular respiration, which is a series of metabolic pathways that convert biochemical energy from nutrients into ATP. This process breaks down glucose or sugar in the presence of oxygen to release energy. The energy released is then captured in the form of ATP. It's like burning fuel in a car engine, where the fuel is glucose and the exhaust is carbon dioxide and water. This analogy helps us understand how cells efficiently manage energy. Except in this case, the fuel is glucose, and the exhaust is carbon dioxide and water. These byproducts are then expelled from the cell. This energy is then used to power all sorts of cellular processes, from muscle contraction to nerve impulse transmission. Every movement and thought relies on ATP. Without ATP, our cells would simply grind to a halt. Life as we know it would be impossible without this essential molecule. So next time you're feeling energized after a good meal, remember that it's the ATP molecules at work, converting the food you eat into usable energy. Remember the tiny ATP molecules working tirelessly inside your cells, ensuring that you have the energy to perform daily activities, keeping you powered up and ready to go. ATP truly is the fuel of life, driving every action and reaction in our bodies. Section 6. Communication is key. How cells talk. Now imagine billions of cells working together in perfect harmony to keep your body functioning. How do they coordinate all this activity? The answer is communication. Cells communicate with each other through a variety of mechanisms, including direct contact and chemical signaling. Direct contact is like a handshake, where cells recognize each other through surface molecules. Chemical signaling, on the other hand, is like sending a text message. Cells release signaling molecules that bind to receptors on target cells, triggering a specific response. This intricate communication network allows cells to coordinate their activities, respond to changes in their environment, and maintain the overall stability of the body. It's like a complex social network, with cells constantly sending and receiving messages to keep everything running smoothly. Section 7. Like a well-oiled machine, homeostasis. Speaking of stability, one of the most important concepts in physiology is homeostasis, the body's ability to maintain a stable internal environment, even when external conditions change. Think of it like a thermostat in your house. When the temperature gets too high, the thermostat turns on the air conditioner to cool things down. When it gets too cold, the thermostat switches to the heater to warm things up. Similarly, our bodies have intricate feedback mechanisms that constantly monitor and adjust various parameters such as temperature, pH, and blood glucose levels to keep them within a narrow, optimal range. This dynamic equilibrium is essential for our survival. So, whether you're sweating on a hot day or shivering in the cold, remember that your body is working hard to maintain homeostasis and keep you functioning at your best. Section 8. Putting it all together, why this matters. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the tiny world of cells to the concept of homeostasis. But why does any of this matter? Well, understanding how our bodies work at the cellular and molecular level is crucial for diagnosing and treating diseases, developing new drugs, and improving human health. It's like having a detailed roadmap of our inner workings, allowing us to identify where things go wrong and how to fix them. For example, knowing how cells transport glucose helps us understand diabetes, a condition where the body can't regulate blood sugar levels properly. Understanding how cells communicate can lead to new treatments for cancer, a disease characterized by uncontrolled cell growth. The more we learn about physiology, the better equipped we are to tackle some of the biggest health challenges facing humanity. Section 9. Chapter 2, in a nutshell, key takeaways. Congratulations, science explorers. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of Chapter 2, uncovering the secrets of cells and their remarkable abilities. Here are the key takeaways. Cells are the basic units of life, like tiny factories with specialized compartments called organelles. Proteins are the workhorses of the cell, carrying out a wide range of functions. Cells have clever ways to transport molecules and communicate with each other. ATP is the cell's energy currency, powering all sorts of cellular processes. Homeostasis is the body's ability to maintain a stable internal environment, like a well-tuned orchestra. By understanding these fundamental principles, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and elegance of the human body. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the spirit of science alive.